Welcome to Almost Here, Round the Corner Future Technology podcasts with Richard Jacobs. Future technologies poised to transform our lives for better or worse are the focus of this podcast. Almost here means these technologies are now here and starting to be used, or just around the corner, from Bitcoin to artificial intelligence, 3D printing, blockchain, virtual reality, and more.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Future Tech Podcast. I'm your host, Juliette Lamar, and we have with us today Nitin Agarwal. He is the founder at B21. Welcome, Nitin.
Thank you, Julie. It's nice to be here.
So why don't you give us some insight into B21 and what goes on there?
Yeah, sure. So, thanks for giving me the opportunity to present about our project, B21. We at B21, we are creating the world's largest crypto asset investment community. And we're doing that by being the world's first tokenized and regulated company that enables mass market adoption of crypto asset investing. And what we believe is that the crypto assets would be the best performing asset class in the months and years to come. And with that said, we have seen a tremendous growth in the last few years in crypto assets, but we've not seen mass market participating. What we have seen today is there have been the visionaries who have got involved. There are the development community or the techies who have got involved, but the mass market has not participated. The financial institutions and large enterprises are ready to participate. We have seen the growth which is happening in that area, and they're coming in, but mass market has not participated. And the reason for that we see is because there is lack of education and awareness. We also see that it's very difficult to invest because the process of investing in any token or any crypto asset is complicated. There are no proper tools for it. Also, it is very difficult to participate using a local currency. So buying crypto assets in local currencies are complicated. And the last but not the least, we have not seen trusted players. We have seen a lot of hacks, etc., which have happened in the past. We've not seen a trusted name with which the mass market can trust and then participate in crypto assets. And that's exactly what we are solving in B21. We are bringing the investing into crypto assets to the masses by removing the jargon in investing, bringing a simple education and awareness and training platform first. We educate people into crypto investing, what are cryptocurrencies, what are the best practices for investing into it. We bring in investing using local currencies, so they can invest using their local fiat currencies, and we also bring in trust and confidence by being regulated. So we have applied for multiple licenses, the primary being the DLT license in Gibraltar, which is where we are headquartered, and that's where we are getting regulated. It gives trust and confidence that we will be holding all crypto assets on behalf of the user and making it easy for individuals to invest in crypto assets. So that's the broad stroke of what we are trying to achieve at B21. We're very excited at this project at the moment because we think that we are a real company solving a real problem, and we are bringing the next millions of users to this crypto ecosystem.
That is fantastic, and you touched on a lot of the points that I agree with of why people are hesitant to start using cryptocurrencies as just another form of payments or another form of investing. And can you tell us a little bit about the education and training aspect?
Yes.
How that's provided.
Yeah, sure. So the entire B21 experience is mobile first. We see that the world has changed, and we are consuming more and more content and interacting with the internet. Medium of interaction on internet is primarily using mobile. So it's a mobile first strategy where we will be creating the mobile app, and the first education and training and awareness app goes live in 2 weeks or so from now, which is where we will be providing the curated news, curated content, research about coins and cryptocurrencies, cryp- uh, cryptocurrency 101, so crypto 101, investing 101. So we would be providing all this information. We see that there are a lot of information available, but there is a lot of fake news also available. We see that the information is not properly tied, and people don't have to take time in reading and filtering out what is correct, what is not correct, and how what is relevant to understand. And specifically, if they are new and if they're not spending 6, 7, 8 hours like a lot of us do from the crypto ecosystem or crypto space, and they find a lot of news which they cannot understand and digest. And there's a lot of news available, but they don't know which one to digest, and etc. So we are providing this app on which people can get educated, get an awareness of start from basics, get an awareness of what is crypto, how should you invest, how should you get started, what are the best practices of it, and also get very curated content around the news and happenings in the ecosystem, and get updated. So that's where we are starting with on our platform. We start with education, training, and awareness.
And that's those are the things I think that are really going to catapult this industry into the mainstream. As far as other just small things that you provide that are different than, say, Robinhood, Coinbase, Betterment, those kind of other platforms, what are some of the other little things that you provide that is different and superior?
Yeah, I think there are, you name some good platforms which have actually shown that the investing people would like to invest. Some of them, what we talked about, Robinhood, Coinbase, etc., are mostly focused on the US. So Robinhood is primarily focused on the US, and it's just launching into cryptocurrencies. But they have actually shown that the primary way of investing is giving users the ability to invest by themselves, giving them a mobile app-based investing platform. So we are learning from there. We are using that best practices, but in a way we are different is that we are completely focused towards crypto assets, and we are global in nature. So we start with Europe, and then which is where we will be licensed first. We aim to get licensed from Europe, and from there we quickly go to Asia and South America, etc., and provide our services to those places. So I would say we are following the best practices laid by these institutions and these products, but simultaneously bringing about our own flavor to it, and being a global player. So that's where we differ. You can also call us very similar to Betterment, which is where we also we're similar because we provide goal-based investing. Investing 101 actually teaches us that you should invest small, invest for long term, and invest regularly. And it also teaches us that every investment should have a goal. So that's the ethos which we follow as well. So we encourage people to set up a goal, invest in crypto assets, small but for a long term, and regular investment. So every month they should put in $100, $200, $500 a month, and then gain from the growth of crypto assets. So that's the ethos with which we play. So we have taken some learnings from all these platforms, but we have completely focused on crypto assets, and we are global in nature, and are and it's a completely regulated business. We will be regulated. We start from regulated in Europe, and then move from there.
That's fantastic. Tell us a little bit about, from the user's perspective, how it works, how can they get investing and get started?
Yeah, sure. So it's as simple as it's for mass market. So we have tried to make it as simple as possible. Right now, we are on our third iteration of our user experience, and right at this point of time, we feel very comfortable with what we will be bringing to the market in terms of the experience. It starts very simple. You register, you create an account, register on a mobile app, start start learning and getting educated, getting aware about crypto assets, cryptocurrencies, etc. So participate in the education and awareness programs which we run, and then when you feel comfortable, you start investing. And you and individuals, they start first by setting up a goal. So they set up a goal saying that, let's say I want to go for a holiday in December, and for that I want to save $20,000. So that's the target I have. So start with a goal, set up a target, set up a time frame, and then invest an amount today, and then commit to invest every month. And then they have an option. They can either choose from the crypto assets which we recommend, or they can do their own research and create their own bouquet of crypto assets to invest in. So we do not suggest, we encourage people to diversify rather than putting all their money in one single crypto asset or a coin. We suggest that they pick up two, three, four coins and allocate their money proportionally into these three, four coins or five coins, and then invest recurringly every month on this. So they give that we enable people to invest using debit cards or bank accounts. We're also enabling in some parts of the world. We're also enabling cash-based investments as well, where they can go to a local agent and hand over the cash, and that will be used to invest in crypto assets. So they invest on this bouquet of coins on this portfolio which they create, and they invest on the mobile app itself. And then every day they will be able to monitor the progress. They will be able to check what's their balance, how much the portfolio looks like, how much have they gained or lost, how far are they away from the goal, what should they be investing more every month in order to reach their goal of the amount which by the time they want to reach it. So they will be able to track that every single time. We're taking away the complication of technical jargon. We're using it very simple by talking in the local common language of people, talking in terms of dollars and pounds and euros rather than in what the coin is worth and how many coins. And we give a complete portfolio view. So that's how the experience looks like, and we think that's where the mass market wants. They want a simple, unified experience on a mobile app to be able to invest easily in crypto assets.
Sounds really simple, and it sounds like something that a lot of people are going to be interested in. Give us a little bit of your own background.
Yeah.
How did you find yourself in this space and end up founding this company?
Yeah, sure. So I've been in payment space for over around 12 years. I started with some banks, spent some time in PayPal, spent around 3 years in PayPal around 10 years back. Then I was working in a payment startup called Wavecrest, which is where I spent last 7 years of my life. And in that, around 4 years back, we got introduced to Bitcoin, and to some of our friends and partners, we got introduced, and I thought that this is actually an interesting place. I thought that this is where the next wave of innovation for payments will happen. So was immediately attracted towards it and started understanding it, etc. And then as we got a chance, we got a chance to create a product around cryptocurrencies. So we created cryptocurrency linked debit cards in Wavecrest. And what that means is that if you own any cryptocurrency, and that time it was prevalently Bitcoin, if you own Bitcoin, you should be able to spend Bitcoin using a Visa debit card. So you should be able to buy coffee, drinks, etc., or daily groceries at regular stores using where Visa debit cards are accepted. And it will be a real-time transaction where your crypto assets will be spent, but it will be a seamless experience for an individual. And that product actually was very interesting in the market. People loved it. We scaled that business to around 1 million accounts and to billions of dollars a year. It was doing very well. and we became a significant name in that industry. Unfortunately, it had a sad ending when Visa shut us down, and we had to close down that product. So we could not offer that product anymore, and which is when I moved on, and with some of my partners, we decided that we want to now solve the problem of getting the masses to invest in crypto assets. We'd already solved the problem once for spending of crypto assets in the real world. So we wanted to solve the other side of the problem to bring in more and more users to this ecosystem. And that's where some of us found B21 idea very interesting, and we started working onto it. That's my journey. Been involved in crypto for around 4 years. Have been active in multiple wallets and seen the growth there. I've also invested in a lot of different early stage coins and crypto assets. So it's been a great learning experience for us, for me particularly.
Oh, that is fantastic. And so if people want to get involved and they want to start using B21, what is the easiest and best way to connect?
So the easiest way to connect is simple. Right now we've not yet launched the product. We are working on building the product, and right now as we speak. So it's an enterprise grade platform which we are building, where we're connecting to multiple exchanges and integrating with multiple payment providers to give a seamless experience. So once it is launched, and we're also waiting on our licenses. So once everything is in play, it will be a simple mobile app available on iOS and Android both. So users will be able to easily download that, and it'll be a self-selection module, very easily self-guided. The experience is self-guided. People will be able to easily understand the experience, create an account, and then easily be able to start investing in crypto assets. So we're trying to make it as simple as possible without any crypto jargons into it. So they should be able to start very simply once the app is launched. Yeah.
That's fantastic. And I was going to say, you also have a token sale currently going on. Is that correct?
That's correct. So we're working on. We have our token sale also going on. So B21 token is also our first sale. People can participate. Right now, we are in our private sale round, where it's open for private contributors right now. So yes, people can join our token sale as well. If you want to know more about it, you can go to our website. It talks a lot about the token sale, and then you can get in touch with one of us, and we can help you join in the token sale.
Fantastic. Well, Nitin, thank you so much for joining us here today on Future Tech Podcast and giving us some really wonderful insight into this product, which I think is going to, like you said, be a game changer for how people are managing their personal wealth and crypto assets.
Yeah, what we think is that if you're able to, our grand vision is, we aim to first get 1 million users, and we aim to get them to invest $100 a month. So that's our aim. So if you're able to bring 1 million users investing $100 a month, we would be bringing fresh new capital of $100 million to this ecosystem a month, and that's very strong statement. And we think that we should be able to achieve that goal pretty easily, and we have all the strategies in place and all the tools in order to achieve that goal. So that's our internal target, and from there we will go to multi-million users and multi-million dollars per month of new crypto investors coming in.
Fantastic. Well, Nitin, thank you again so much for joining us here today.
No problem. It's a pleasure being talking to you. Thank you.
That was Nitin Agarwal. He is the founder at B21. You can find out more information at their website, b21.io. This has been Juliet Lamar for Future Tech Podcast. Thank you all so much for tuning in.
You have been listening to Almost Here, Around the Corner Future Technology Podcast with Richard Jacobs. Subscribe to this podcast, post a review to discover more future technologies that are poised to transform our lives for better or worse, such as Bitcoin, artificial intelligence, 3D printing, blockchain, virtual reality, and more.